Hello from the Analog Devices stand at Electronica in Munich. I'm here together with Mike Britchfield. He is Vice President Sales EMEA, and we will be talking, as you can see in the background, the two logos, ADI and Arrow, and we will be talking about that relationship. So Mike, what are the industry challenges Analog Devices and Arrow are addressing for the customers?
Well, Jürgen, one of the biggest challenges that we see today across the entire industry is the reduction across our customer base of analog and power expertise. So that the level of expertise across all customers, whether big or small, has been reducing over the last number of years. So jointly together, Arrow and Analog Devices can address that challenge. We can work with the smaller startups who typically have got people who are either digital or software experts but not analog experts, and we can help those people with their designs. And with the bigger customers, in many cases their analog experts are retiring and have not been replaced. So we are able to jointly work with them and help them, almost as being a substitute for extra analog design engineers. So to me, that's a key industry challenge that we are jointly working on together.
What is the part Arrow can contribute to that challenge?
Well, I think if you look at the reach of Arrow, I mean, Arrow has everything from digital marketing. We can go from, if you look at Aspen Core, then you move to E-Infochips to do, if we have opportunities that need specialized designs or ASSPs or SoCs. And of course, there is the breadth of that huge talent that Arrow have in terms of FAEs, in terms of the engineering support center here in Europe, in Budapest, and I think in Warsaw as well as support center. Arrow have a huge engineering expertise. They have a huge amount of feet on the street across all of EMEA. And Arrow really play a major part in helping to enable the customers with their design, analog and power design challenges.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's continue to talk about the Analog Devices Arrow relationship and go more a little bit into details. And these details will be explained by Josef Lechner, Senior Sales Director with Analog Devices. So, Josef, what is the speciality about this relationship between Arrow and Analog Devices?
The cooperation with Arrow is much more than a cooperation with a semiconductor company and a distributor only. Arrow and Analog Devices working on projects together. So I give you an example, we work on projects that we acquire together and then execute. How does that work in reality? So the reality is we win the projects, then we make solutions for the projects, and then we go to market together for these projects. The beauty of this is we create much more value as only semiconductor, and the value is that we bring solutions and ready-to-go products to our customers. The customers can be different customers, that can be normal standard customers, can be communities, it can be cities, it can be all kind of organizations that need ready-to-go solutions. I give you an example. We have one example, it's called the city of Drammen. Drammen is a city close to Oslo, and Drammen want to become the smartest city in the world. And Drammen came to us, to Arrow and us, and said, how can you help us to execute that and make that happen? And together with Arrow, we went there, we discussed with the people, we knew where the problems are that they currently bothered with, and we found solutions for them to make it happen. The execution now is that we will together implement solutions in the city of Drammen, implement and execute the solutions, and provide them the possibility that they become the smartest city in the world.
Okay, that sounds very interesting, and obviously it is in place already, so you're working on that already. You were mentioning this one project. Do you have other target markets applications?
We have other other target markets with Arrow. What we do is we call it broad market initiatives. We look into smart cities, smart buildings, smart health, whatever you call smart, and smart is currently the most important word in the world. And what we do then is we look for the customers that are targeting these markets, and for these customers we develop ready-to-go solutions. We call that off-the-shelf solutions, so that we enable these customers to be very quick in the market. Time to market is crucial, but also be better than competition. And this is where Arrow is second to none. Arrow is really, as I said before, more than a distributor only. Arrow, with the approach they currently run together with us, could enable all of us to be the winner in the future.
Okay, sounds interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.